Have you ever been put on the spot, asked to describe a colleague, and just blanked? Well, in Indonesia, getting this right is way more than just good manners. It's actually the key to building really strong, lasting professional relationships. So let's dive in and figure out why.
I mean, really think about it. When someone asks you about a team member, what's your default response? Is it just, their job title, or is there something more to it? Because in the professional Indonesian world, every single word you choose can either build a bridge or put up a wall. And that's really at the heart of what we're talking about today. The way you speak about your colleagues, it's a direct reflection of your own professionalism. It can literally make or break the harmony of your whole team. It's a pretty big deal, but don't worry, we're here to help you navigate it. Okay, so first step, why does this matter so much, specifically in Indonesia? I mean, it's not just about being polite, right? It goes way deeper. It's all about understanding a core cultural principle that shapes pretty much every social interaction, and that definitely includes the workplace. All right, this is the key right here. The concept is called menjaga hubungan baik. And what that means is basically maintaining good, harmonious relationships. It's the social glue that holds everything together. So, for example, instead of calling out a colleague's mistake in front of everyone at a meeting, which would be a big no-no, you take them aside and discuss it privately. Why? To avoid causing them to lose face. And the words you pick, they're your number one tool for making that happen.
So now that we've got the why down, let's get into the how. It all starts with the basics. Before you can even get into someone's qualities, you have to be able to state their position clearly. See, in Indonesia, hierarchy and job titles aren't just labels on a business card. Think of them more like a roadmap. They help you understand the company's structure and, more importantly, they're a way to show respect. So these titles, they're all about seniority and responsibility. Think of it like a pyramid. Right at the top, you've got your C-level folks, the management puncak. These are the visionaries, the ones steering the whole ship. Then you've got your middle management, the captains who guide their individual teams. And then you have the staff level, who are like the engine room of the company, making everything run. Just knowing where someone fits in this structure is a huge first step. And here are some super useful phrases. Think of them as your toolkit for defining what someone actually does. For a leader, you could say something like, he oversees all our marketing campaigns. Simple, clear. For a specialist, you might say, she specializes in corporate law. Using these kinds of action verbs is great because they're professional, they're precise, and everybody understands them. Okay, great. We've covered the what, their job title, and what they do. Now, let's get to the really interesting part, the how. This is where you go beyond the job description and really shine a light on what makes a colleague special, their unique talents, their contributions, their real value. So you can basically split skills into two camps. On one side, you've got hard skills. These are the technical things, the stuff you can learn from a book or a course. On the other side, you've got soft skills. These are all about how you work with other people, your interpersonal skills. And let me tell you, in Indonesia, those soft skills aren't just a nice to have. They are an absolute must-have if you want a successful career. And here are some of the most highly valued soft skills. These are the qualities that really build strong teams. Being able to say something like, City is very reliable, or Andi is a really resourceful problem solver. That's a powerful thing to say. It's a huge endorsement that goes way beyond just their job title. It shows you're paying attention and you see the real contribution they're making. Okay, now we're getting into the advanced stuff, probably the trickiest part of this whole thing. How do you talk about, let's say, a challenging personality trait or give feedback without causing offense? This is where your cultural intelligence really becomes your superpower in the Indonesian workplace. And it all comes back to that concept of losing face, or kehilangan muka. It is so important to understand this. Any kind of direct criticism, especially if it's in public, can cause huge embarrassment. And that can create a rift in the team that's really, really hard to fix. Now, the goal here isn't to be dishonest, not at all. It's about being diplomatic. Let's look at some real examples here, because this is where it gets practical. Instead of just saying, he is slow, which is way too direct, you can reframe it. You could say, he is very thorough and meticulous. See the difference? Or instead of saying someone is stubborn, you could say, he has strong convictions. It's not about sugarcoating the truth. It's about finding a positive, respectful way to frame it, and that always leads to better working relationships.
All right, so we've got the theory, we've got the vocabulary. Now let's put it all together and see how this actually works in a couple of real-world scenarios. Okay, imagine this. Your manager comes up to you and says they need a recommendation for someone to lead a new project, and they need it now. This is your moment. This is your chance to use what we've been talking about to really advocate for one of your colleagues. And that is a perfect response. Why? Because you're highlighting specific, relevant soft skills. Analytical, methodical, detail-oriented. These are exactly what the project needs. So not only are you helping out your colleague Ibu City, but you're also showing your manager that you really get the team's strengths. It's a win-win.
Okay, let's try another one. A new hire joins the team. You remember what that's like, right? Trying to figure everyone out, navigating the social dynamics. It can be a little overwhelming. How you introduce the team to them can be their lifeline. It sets the tone and can make them feel welcome right from day one.
Now, this is a fantastic way to handle it. You state the role, Bapa Andi is your supervisor, and you immediately add a positive welcoming quality. He's very approachable. Then you introduce a peer, Rena, and highlight her strengths, creative and a great collaborator. And notice the use of Bapa for a senior colleague? That's a key sign of respect. See, you're not just listing names on a roster, you're handing them a map for building successful relationships. And really, when you get right down to it, that's what this is all about. In any language, in any culture, respect is the ultimate skill. Describing your colleagues isn't just a matter of being polite. It's about laying a foundation of trust and respect that's going to make your entire team stronger and more successful. And the words you choose, those are the building blocks. So here's the big takeaway. The right words don't just describe, they connect. When you're specific, when you're positive, and when you're culturally aware, you're actively contributing to a better, stronger workplace. So that leaves me with one final question for you. How are you going to build a bridge with your words today?